Oh, hey, didn't see you there. No, I'm kidding. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Really appreciate you checking it out. Part two of our beginner's guide to getting fit. Wanted to talk about, first off, tracking progress. One of the most common ways to track progress is by measuring your body weight. Unfortunately, that's one of the most inaccurate ways to track progress. Part of the reason is because muscle is more dense than fat. Therefore, it is quite possible to add weight to your body, yet still at the same time get healthier and get more fit. And so the body weight's a good place to start, but it's not the only place to stay at. All right. When you do track your body weight, understand that your body weight's going to fluctuate on a daily basis. You could be retaining more water on one day. You could be more dehydrated on another day, which will make your weight fluctuate. You could have food that you just haven't digested completely still in your system, and so you could put on weight, or you could have not eaten for a while, and and you could have been losing weight, and it's not necessarily the weight loss that we're trying to accomplish. So first and foremost, weigh yourself every day. Try and weigh yourself at the same time of every day. So if you weigh yourself in the evening, weigh yourself in the evening every day. If you weigh yourself first thing in the morning, weigh yourself first thing in the morning every day. But be consistent about the time that you weigh yourself on a daily basis. And then what you want to do is, on a 7-day spread, take the average weight that you weigh after 7 days. So if you weigh 201 pounds one day, 203 pounds the next day, 199 the next day, 201, 200, 204, and 202, add those up, divide it by 7, and you come up to 201.4 pounds. Now, 201.4 pounds is your starting weight. Next week, you want to be a maximum no more than 2 pounds less than that on your average. If you are more than 2 pounds, then you're probably losing more than just body fat. If you're trying to gain weight, you want to gain about half a pound every week, tops. So 1 to 2 pounds of weight gain per month is good, healthy, lean muscle mass being put on your body. Anything over that is probably stuff you don't want to put on your body. 1 to 2 pounds on a weekly basis of body fat is good, healthy weight. Anything over that, you're probably losing muscle or water, and we definitely don't want to do that. So aim to lose 2 pounds of body weight per week if that's your goal, or aim to put 1 to 2 pounds of muscle on per month if bulking and getting stronger is your goal. But that's a starting point, and always try and be better, either less than or more than the average week before. Then look at yourself in the mirror. Take a picture of yourself every week, same day every week. Typically Saturday is the day I do it, and do that for about 6 to 8 weeks. Stick to your macros, keep weighing yourself, and as long as you're losing the way you should be losing, flip through those things, those pictures, those 8 pictures. Look at where you start, look at where you end, and you'll be able to definitely tell the difference between where you start and where you're in. That's a good way to track progress. Another way is just see how your clothes fit. If you're trying to get bigger and stronger, if your clothes are getting tighter in the right spots, that's a good thing. If they're getting tighter in the wrong spots, you need to back your calories up and concentrate more on eating healthy. If you're trying to lose weight, same thing. If they're getting tighter or staying tight in the right spots, and they're starting to get looser in the other spots, the waistline, the butt area, then that's definitely a good way to progress. And last but definitely not least, probably the most important way to track your progress is how you feel. If you have more energy during the day, you're able to stay focused more during the day. Those are good signs you're doing the right thing. Also, getting up out of a chair, getting up off the floor, walking upstairs, walking from your car to a building, or vice versa. Those things tend to get easier the more in shape you get, and you'll definitely be able to tell. So if you are feeling better and those things are getting easier and easier, you're definitely doing the right thing and want to keep doing what you're doing. All right, second thing I want to talk about is macronutrients and tracking what you eat. Tracking your macros is a great way to determine or ensure that you are getting enough to eat in order to meet your exercise goals, but at the same time you are not eating enough or eating more than you need to in order to lose weight or maintain a good, healthy, lean body mass. So the first thing you want to do in order to determine how many calories you need is go to Google, type in calorie calculator and enter those stats on the first website you see. It'll ask you, a calorie calculator will ask you for your height, it'll ask you for your weight, current body weight, it'll ask you for your activity level, it'll ask you for your age, and some, if you do know it, may ask you for your body fat percentage, but most of them don't. Enter that information, hit calculate, and what that'll do is give you the number of calories you need in order to maintain the body weight you're currently at. Now, if you want to lose weight, look to subtract 500 to 750 calories on a daily basis from that number it gives you. If you are looking to put on weight, look to add 350 to 500 calories on a daily basis to the number that the calorie calculator kicks back to you. Now, let's say you're a 200-pound, 30-year-old, 6-foot male. That roughly gives you about 3,000 calories to maintain where you're at. But let's say you want to cut. So we subtract 500 from that number. So my daily caloric allowance, in order to meet the goals of 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss per week, is 2,500 calories per day. That's our starting number, 2,500. Now, in order to determine our macros, because we want to make sure we're getting enough macronutrients, so you can eat less than 2,500 calories worth of cheeseburgers and fries and possibly lose weight. The issue is your body's not going to perform the way it should, so the weight you're losing is not the weight you want to lose. So we got to put in good quality macronutrients in order for our bodies to continue to build muscle, and in order for our bodies to continue to burn fat, in order for our bodies to continue to function the way we need it and want it to function. So start off with your protein. You want to get 1 gram of protein for every pound of body weight. So if you're a 200-pound male, like we talked about earlier, you want to get 200 grams of protein per day. Now, 1 gram of protein is about 4 calories. So you take the 200 grams of protein you're going to get a day, multiply it by 4, and that's the number of calories that you need to take in for protein, 800 calories. Then you take your body weight, 200 pounds, multiply it by 40%, and that comes out to roughly 80 grams of fat. That's good fat like avocados, almonds, peanut butter, good healthy peanut butter, all natural peanut butter. And so 1 gram of fat, albeit a good gram of fat, but still 1 gram of fat is about 9 calories. So we're getting 80 grams of fat per day. That's 9 calories per gram. So our calorie allotment for fat is 720 calories. What we do is we add those two numbers up, 800 for our protein, 720 for our fat, and we come with 1,520 calories allotted for our protein and fat. So we take that 1,520, subtract it from our daily goal of 2,500 calories, and we come up to 980 calories remaining. 1 gram of carb, 1 gram of carb, or carbs, I'm not exactly sure what the proper English way to say that is, but 1 gram of carb, or a carbohydrate, is roughly 4 calories for 1 gram. So we take that 980, divide it by 4, and we come up with 245 grams of carbs. So that is our macronutrients for the day. 200 grams of protein, 80 grams of fat, and 245 grams of carbohydrates. And that's the goal that we want to try and hit every day. That will ensure we have enough protein to build muscle, ensure we have enough fat so we can digest and do what we need to, and enough carbs for energy. Now, if you are going to miss, in other words, you're not going to get enough of one of the macronutrients, the last one you want to not get enough of is protein. The reason is because the thermic value of protein is approximately 30%. So if you've taken 1,000 calories worth of protein, your body is going to burn 300 calories simply digesting that food. It takes your body a lot of work and a lot of energy to digest protein, so you're already starting ahead of the power curve. That's almost double what it takes to digest a gram of fat or a gram of carbohydrate. So Do not miss on your protein if possible. Try and get your protein in first, and if you're going to miss on something, miss on the fat first and the carbohydrates second, because the carbohydrates are what give your body energy. Anyway, that is it for part 2. Hope you liked it. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button below, share this with your friends, leave me a comment. If there's something you want me to touch on, and I plan on touching on supplementation, I plan on touching on how to write an exercise plan, I'm plan on touching how to motivate yourself, but if there's something specific you want to talk about, leave it in the comments section or hit me up on the social media sites listed below in the description, and I'd be more than happy to help it out. Thanks again for watching. Let's make something happen today.